What we have noticed, on making these clips here in North Norfolk, is just how many walkers along the Norfolk Coastal Path are traveling solo. The Norfolk Coastal Path is an 84-mile walking trail stretching from Hunstanton to Hopton-on-Sea, offering breathtaking views of Norfolk's diverse landscapes. Much of the route runs through the Norfolk coast area of outstanding natural beauty, featuring tidal marshes, sandy beaches, pine woodlands, and dramatic cliffs. Key highlights: wildlife and nature. The path passes through Holcomb National Nature Reserve, home to vast sandy beaches and pine forests, and Blakeney Point, famous for its seal colonies. Historical and cultural landmarks. The route includes Webburn, Sheringham, and Cromer, each rich in maritime history and coastal charm. Expansions and accessibility. In 2024, a new section was added, making the entire Norfolk coast accessible to walkers for the first time. The wide open skies and clean air are magnetic and certainly draw inspiration. The frequency of public transport, with the Coast Hopper CH1 service between Sheringham and Wells, appears to be well suited to one-way returns from walking the path. As we make these clips, we as members of the RPS will create a future reference which we can return to. Is it all doom and gloom? Will nature find a way to mitigate the threat? These are questions which we will return to in future years, but for now, the food chain looks secure. The marshes are retracting in some areas, but growing in others. We shall have to wait and see. Today, we are going to focus on the beach at Cley next the sea before driving into the village, in search of the excellent smoked fish and meat. Cley next the sea, nestled on the North Norfolk coast, has a rich and layered history that belies its quiet present-day charm. The village's name comes from the Old English word for clay, and it was recorded in the Domesday Book of 1086 as a settlement of 38 households under the ownership of King William I. During the Middle Ages, Cley was a bustling port, part of the Glaven Ports network alongside Blakeney and Wiverton. It thrived on trade with the Low Countries, exporting grain, malt, and fish, and importing cloth, spices, and coal. The Flemish gables still visible in the village are a nod to this prosperous era. However, by the 17th century, land reclamation and silting of the River Glaven gradually cut Cley off from the sea, ending its maritime dominance. A devastating fire in 1612 destroyed much of the village, but it was rebuilt in the architectural styles of the time, giving it the character we see today. One of its most iconic landmarks is the 18th century Cley Windmill, a 5-story tower mill that once belonged to the family of singer James Blunt. It now operates as a bed and breakfast and has featured in films and artworks. In the 19th century, with its port no longer viable, Cley reinvented itself as a holiday destination. It also became a haven for artists and poets. Rupert Brooke was staying there when he learned of Britain's entry into World War I. Today, Cley is perhaps best known for its stunning marshes and bird life. The Cley Marshes Nature Reserve, established in 1926, is the oldest reserve managed by the Norfolk Wildlife Trust and a magnet for birdwatchers and conservationists. There was a time when the sea bowed here, where tides paused at the foot of Cley, and shingle stood sentinel against its breath. Now curlews cry, where ship bells once rang, and yet the ridge still holds. But salt water waits beyond the wind.